In Central Asia, where investigators are scouring the wreckage, a deadly plane crash has taken place. It happened in southeastern Kazakhstan, near the borders with Kyrgyzstan and China. A passenger jet carrying 98 people had just taken off from Almaty International Airport when it lost altitude and slammed into a two-story building. 12 people were killed. At least 60 others were injured. Jennifer Johnson reports on the frightening moments on board and what authorities are looking into as possible causes.
Emergency responders were on the scene almost immediately, frantically pulling survivors from the Bek Air passenger plane with almost 100 people aboard. The plane, leaving from Kazakhstan's largest city, Almaty, heading to the country's capital, crashed just seconds after takeoff. The plane's tail hit the runway twice as it struggled to get off the ground. Terrifying moments for survivors.
It was like smashed, like this, and some, it was ugly.
The aircraft did not catch fire when it crashed, which may have cost many more lives. Dozens of survivors are now being treated for injuries at a local hospital as investigators try to determine if the crash was caused by pilot error, a technical problem, or if the weather, including heavy fog, was a factor. Government officials say the plane underwent de-icing, but one survivor did report the wings of the plane were still covered in ice.
I think that this is possibly to due to icing, and this airport is known for icing conditions.
All 8 Bek Air planes, its entire fleet, have now been suspended. Production of this type of aircraft, a Fokker 100, ceased in 1997, 1 year after its Dutch manufacturer went bankrupt. But more than 100 are still in operation worldwide, including 2 that had close calls in Australia in the past 6 months. Kazakhstan's air safety record has faced scrutiny for years. In 2009, the European Union banned all but one Kazakh airline from operating because it failed to meet international safety standards. That ban was lifted in 2016. The Kazakh deputy prime minister expressing his condolences to the families and promising state support. Investigators have recovered the plane's black boxes as the country's Interstate Aviation Committee begins its investigation. Kazakhstan's president called an emergency meeting after the crash, demanding checks on all airlines and promising those responsible for this tragedy will face tough punishment. Jennifer Johnson, Global News.